Hey everyone, if you've been scrolling through drone videos lately, you've probably seen the DJI Mini 5 Pro popping up everywhere, and for good reason. It's one of those rare gadgets that actually delivers on the hype without feeling overkill for most users. I held off reviewing it at first because, let's be honest, DJI already has a strong reputation, but after putting this thing through its paces for a few weeks, I realized it's worth talking about. If you're curious about the details, the link is in the description so you can check it out on Amazon. First off, this isn't just another drone, it's a complete beginner-friendly kit wrapped in a surprisingly compact package. The Mini 5 Pro weighs under 250 grams, which means you don't have to register it in most countries, a huge plus if you're just starting out. I've seen too many beginners get discouraged by red tape before they even take off. The included Fly More combo adds a lot of value, especially for new pilots. You get extra batteries, a charging hub, and even a 64GB memory card, so you're not scrambling to buy accessories right away. One thing that really stood out to me is how easy this drone is to fly. The controls are intuitive, and the Mini 5 Pro has obstacle avoidance sensors on all sides, which means you can focus on framing your shots instead of worrying about crashing. I took this out to a local park on a breezy afternoon, and even with the wind picking up, the drone held steady without me having to micro-adjust every second. That kind of confidence is priceless when you're learning. Now, let's talk about the RC2 controller. At first, I thought, why not just use my phone? But after trying both, I get why DJI included it. The built-in screen is bright, responsive, and doesn't drain your phone's battery. Plus, the controls feel more precise with the physical sticks, something you notice when you're trying to nail a smooth cinematic shot. The controller also supports 04 transmission, which gives you a more stable connection even at longer distances. I flew it about half a mile out and still had a clear feed, which is impressive for a drone this size. Another big win is the smart tracking features. The Mini 5 Pro can follow you, a subject, or even a moving vehicle automatically. I tested the subject tracking by having it follow me while I jogged along a trail, and it stayed locked on without drifting. That's perfect for vloggers or anyone who wants dynamic footage without hiring a camera operator. The drone also has waypoints, so you can set a route and let it fly itself, great for getting those perfect sunrise or sunset shots without having to wake up at 4 a.m. The camera quality is solid too. It shoots 4K video at 60 frames per second and has a 1/1.3-inch sensor, which means better low-light performance than most drones in this price range. I recorded some footage in the early evening, and the colors held up really well without too much noise. The 64GB card included in the bundle is a nice touch, so you can start shooting right away without worrying about storage. Now, let's talk about portability. The Mini 5 Pro folds up into a small, backpack-friendly size. I tossed it into my daypack along with the controller and a few extra batteries, and it barely took up any space. That's a game changer if you're traveling or just don't want to lug around a bulky setup. The landing pad included in the Fly More combo is another small but thoughtful addition. It keeps your drone clean when you're landing on grass or dirt, which is way better than scraping the belly every time. Of course, no product is perfect. The biggest downside I noticed is the battery life. Even with the extra batteries in the Fly More combo, you're still looking at around 34 minutes per charge, which is decent but not amazing. If you're planning a long shoot, you'll want to bring spares. Also, while the obstacle avoidance is great for beginners, it can be a little too cautious in tight spaces. I had to turn it off once when flying through a narrow gap between trees because it kept trying to avoid branches that weren't even in its path. All in all, the DJI Mini 5 Pro Fly More combo is a fantastic choice if you want a drone that's easy to fly, portable, and packed with smart features without breaking the bank. It's beginner-friendly but still powerful enough to grow with you as you improve your skills. The bundle makes it a great value, and the included accessories save you the hassle of buying them separately. If you're on the fence about upgrading or just starting out, this drone is definitely worth considering. Check the link below to see the latest price and availability.